Hi, I'm Dr. Mashu. Welcome to my class. Today, I'm going to deal with the bacteriological examination of water.
We know that freshwater streams, lakes, and groundwater are the major source of water available for the human beings for their consumption. Sometimes these sources may be unsafe for human recreation or consumption due to the pollution. Usually, the pollution found in the freshwater may be due to toxic chemicals or pathogenic microorganisms. Most probably, animal feces are the single source of pathogenic organism which is found in the freshwater, and this fecal matter may be contain billions of bacteria per gram. Most of the intestinal bacteria found in most of the animals are non-pathogenic, and but some may cause some enteric diseases. For example, typhoid fever that may caused by Salmonella typhi, cholera disease caused by Vibrio cholerae, and bacterial dysentery caused by Shigella are examples of enteric disease caused by bacteria, and this bacteria may be present in fecal contaminated water. Some viral like hepatitis and protozoan pathogens are spread through water that contaminated by feces. We have told that the fecal contaminated water may be contain large number of bacteria and other microscopic organisms, and therefore to test for each organism separately would be time consuming and costly to detect the potability of water or suitability of the water for drinking. Therefore, it is considered that if any water sample contain any of the intestinal bacteria more than the allowed number, that water sample should not be used for drinking. And normally the microbiologist normally detect coliform bacteria in the water sample to check the potability of the water, and the word coliform refers to any bacterium that is like to E. coli, Escherichia coli, present in the feces of animal with the following characters. One is small, that should be small gram-negative rod, and second, it does not contain any spore, and third one, it should be ferment lactose with the production of acid and gas, and fourth one, it produces a green metallic sheen on EMB agar. So in E. coliform bacteria, E. coli normally, which is found in large number in the feces of all animals, and this E. coli can live longer in water than most intestinal pathogens. Therefore, normally in water potability checking, E. coli is considered as an indicator organism. Therefore, if no E. coli, that means there is no organism present in the given water sample, that indicate there should be no intestinal pathogen present in the water sample. In bacteriological examination of water, there is three tests was used to detect the potability or suitability of water. The first test is presumptive test, and the second test is a confirmed test, and third test is complete test. First is presumptive test. Actually, this presumptive test is a screening test to determine the presence of coliform organism, and this presumptive test is also help to detect the presence concentration of coliform organism, that is called most probable number in the water sample. To do the presumptive test, we have to prepare 3 triple strength lactose broth tube with indicator bromothioneum blue, and we have to put 1 Durham's tube to this medium to detect the gas production, and we also have to prepare 6 regular strength lactose broth tube with the indicator bromoethanol blue, and we have to put Durham's tubes to this medium to determine the gas production. Normally this bromoethanol blue gives blue color to the normal medium, but when organisms produce acid, this medium will be changed to blue to yellow. And normally this Durham's tube is filled with medium if there is no gas production. After incubation, if this bacteria will produce gas, this Durham's tube will be filled with gases. In this then we have to see the steps involved in this presumptive test. First we have to collect the water sample in sterile conical flask. From that, first we have to add 10 ml of water sample into 3 triple strength lactose broth media, and 1 ml sample to 3 single strength lactose broth media with the bromoethanol blue and Durham's tube as told before, and 0.1 ml into remaining 3 tubes of single strength lactose broth media with the bromoethanol blue and Durham's tube. Then incubate these tubes for 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. Then examine the color change due to the acid production, and check the Durham's tube for the gas production. In this figure we can see that this triple strength lactose broth given 3 tubes given positive result with yellow color formation and with gas formation in the Durham's tube, and 1 ml tube also 1 ml water added tube also given acid production and gas production, but 0.1 ml added sample added tube doesn't given any color change or gas production. From this observation we can calculate the MPN index using MPN index. This MPN index only calculated if we get the confirm and complete test positive. After getting the confirm and complete test positive, then only we will calculate the MPN index using this data. And this slide explains how to find MPN from the presumptive test. MPN means most probable number. Here you can see 10 ml water added tubes, and the 3 tubes given positive result, and 1 ml tubes 3 tubes also given positive results. But in the case of 0.01 ml tube there is only there is no positive result. That means 330 is the result. So using this number we can refer into the MPN index table. From that 10 ml table we can see 3, and then second column there is 1 ml table there is 3 also is there, and 0.1 ml there is no positive result, then means 0 is there. That means in the 10 ml column 3, and 1 ml column 3, and 0.1 ml 1 ml column there is 0. So corresponding MPN index per 100 ml is equal to 240. This is the MPN. The second test in bacteriological examination of water is conformal test. Here we are examine the tubes of presumptive test for color change and gas production. If any tubes shows positive result, take 1 loopful of culture broth from that positive tube and strike on EMB plate, that means eosin methylene blue agar plate, and incubate this plate for 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. One of the character of eosin methylene blue agar is eosin methylene blue agar is a selective medium for gram-negative bacteria. Observe this bacteria plate after 24 hours, and coliform bacteria will produce green metallic sheen colony on EMB agar. If any green metallic sheen colony is present in this plate, that means confirmed test is positive. Next is completed test. In this completed test, we are taking green metallic sheen colony isolated in confirmed test, that means eosin methyl blue agar plate, and inoculate this colony into lattice fermentation tube and also into nutrient agar slant, and incubate them at 37 degrees Celsius for overnight and confirm the gas production, and prepare our slide for gram staining from the nutrient agar slant that containing colony producing gas and acid, and stain with gram staining and observe under microscope for gram negative rod. If the organism is non-spore forming and gram negative rod and also lactose fermentation with acid and gas, then this is a positive completed test. This is the bacteriological examination of water. I hope you understood my class. If you like my class, please press the like button and please subscribe my channel to receive more video classes and share my classes with your friends. Thank you.